Camp Williams, Utah, a premier training area for military and law enforcement agencies, covers most of the West Traverse Mountains, provides key terrain for military training and prime habitat for mule deer. Accented by its steep mountainous slopes on the north and its rolling hills and valleys to the south, Camp Williams is facing the modern-day challenges of encroachment.
In 2011, we started a joint land use study, and that brought together all the communities surrounding Camp Williams. The purpose of that study was to look at ways we can have a good relationship with the military base in terms of buffers and other important issues that might affect cities. That continues on to this day, that group, and we meet together frequently, and it's been very productive in meeting the objectives not only of the military base but of the community.
New business is driving the state's economy in the right direction. However, the same growth is also creating a substantial need for residential housing. The majority of the growth is taking place in Hermon, Lehigh, Saratoga Springs, and Eagle Mountain, right on the doorstep of Camp Williams.
So of course Hermon residents support Camp Williams and the military in their mission to protect our country. And so we want to make sure that the buffer allows them to continue their operations within their borders without having to worry about light issues, noise issues, and land use issues between residents and the military. But there's also a lot of benefits for Hermon residents as well. It gives Hermon residents a close proximity to outdoor recreation, offering them opportunities for physical activity and wellness. Those trails allow people to hike, to mountain bike, to ride their horses. We have a large equestrian community here in Hermon, as well as other land uses.
Hiking, biking, and horse trails will allow for spectacular views of the landscape and wildlife and provide health benefits for an active population who call Utah home.
Camp Williams is the training center for the Utah National Guard. But in addition to the National Guard, we have a lot of other Department of Defense organizations that train there. We have Navy SEALs, active duty, reserves. We also have a lot of federal agencies that train there, as well as local law enforcement. And so the type of training that we do live fire training, we do artillery, and so that type of training often creates a lot of incompatibility between residential communities and, of course, military operations. And so having a buffer it protects the community. It also protects our ability to continue our mission. When I was in Afghanistan in 2008, I found myself in situations where I was engaged by the enemy. And I could say that I am sitting here today in large part because of the training that I received at Camp Williams.
30 years from now, what will future generations say about us if we fail to protect the training areas that serve our military and law enforcement?
We don't deploy anywhere in the world to fight wars or even to prepare for responding to disaster that we don't train first at Camp Williams. And so it's hard to overstate the importance of that terrain to us. And so it's a place where good things happen, and we're citizens first and soldiers second. But we do this because we love our families, we love our neighbors, and we never want this nation to be caught in a position where it's unprepared and unready. And so Camp Williams helps us to do just that, to make sure we're ready.
Right now, we have an opportunity and responsibility to protect these resources before they get lost in development. Today, we start the West Traverse Community Partnership. The purpose of the partnership is to bring all stakeholders and like-minded organizations together to protect the training area for the military and law enforcement, provide open space and quality of life opportunities, and to preserve wildlife habitat. Come join us.
Hello, I'm Congresswoman Mia Love. Greetings to my friends at Camp Williams and the surrounding communities. I support and appreciate Camp Williams, which is a vital part of our national security, an important part of Utah's 4th Congressional District. As a former mayor of Saratoga Springs, I know how important it is to balance our community's growth with access to our natural habitat and the needs of Camp Williams. I support the West Traverse Community Partnership, which seeks to achieve that balance. Thank you.